Good afternoon, students. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay. Right. Today we'll start with the first class of HR Analytics. This is the new subject which is being introduced last year for your seniors. Okay. So welcome you all to JCE Connect HR Analytics Module 1. Right. So for this particular subject, let me brief you about the entire syllabus here. So first unit, you will be having HR analytics in perspective. That is the role of HR analytics, what exactly HR analytics is, the definition. Then the third wave for HR value creation, how the evolution of HR analytics took place. Then the HR measurement journey in tune with HR maturity journey. Then understanding the organizational system, that is lean organizational system. Locating the challenges in the system. Then valuing HR analytics in organizational system as well as typical problems in working sessions that will handle the practical sessions which will be handling in the last of this particular unit. Then in unit 2 you are having HRA framework, that is current approaches to measuring HR and reporting value from HR contributions. Then strategic HR metrics. So here we'll be dealing with HR metrics as well as benchmarking. Then scorecard, HR scorecard and workforce scorecard, and how they are different from HR analytics. Then you will be having HR maturity framework from level 1 to level 5. Then in that you have a LAMP framework, HCM 21 framework and talentship framework which we'll be studying here. Then 5 overarching components of an effective analytical framework. Then in unit 3 you're going to deal with basics of HR analytics, that is what exactly is this HR analytics. Again, it's a little bit of repetition of part 1, unit 1. So how the evolution took place, then analytical capabilities, then analytical value chain, then typical models of HR analytics, then typical applications of HR analytics. Then in this particular unit, you have the second part, that is predictive analytics. So steps involving in predictive analytics, determining key performance indicators, analyze and report data, interpreting the results and predicting the future. Then metrics and regression analysis and causation we will be studying in this particular unit 3. Unit 4 entirely deals with data-driven HR analytics, that is how you are going to collect the data, the sources of collecting the data, then typical questions which are faced in the survey, then what are the data issues when you're collecting the data, what are the issues you come across, then connecting HR analytics to business benefits, certain case studies will be dealt here, then techniques for establishing questions, building support and interest, obtaining the data and cleaning the data and supplementing the data. Then unit 5 you will be dealing with HR metrics, that is defining the metrics. Then demographics, data sources and requirements. Then types of data, tying data sets together, how you tie the data sets together and come down to a decision. Then difficulties in obtaining the data, ethics of measurement and evaluation, human capital analytics continuum. Then in this part you have the second part, that is HR dashboards. It deals with statistical softwares like MS Excel, IBM SPMM, IBM Amos, SAS and R programming, and data visualization tools such as Tableau, Plotly, ClickView and Fusion charts. Then you have the last unit, that is HR scorecard. Here you will be learning how to assess the HR programs, engagement and turnover. So finding money in analytics, linking HR data to operational performance, HR data and stock performance, creating HR scorecard, develop a HR measurement system, guidelines for implementing a HR scorecard. So my dear students, all these are different modules which will be dealing in HR analytics. So here, when we see to the syllabus, it seems to be too much practical, but basically when we see to the question papers which were being set last year, as well as the feedback from various faculties, so we understand that more of theoretical aspects are there in this particular HR analytics subjects. But we also will be dealing with the practical components like statistical softwares. We'll be having special classes for those later on, depends on the situation. And my dear students, I have shared you all the assignment as well as seminar. The Excel sheet is being shared to you all. So various assignments are being given group wise. So what you're supposed to do is first group, once I finish the module 1, I'll be sharing few questions. Since this is a new subject, I'll be sharing few questions related to that particular module, and the group which is being allocated with first module has to write the answers for those questions after studying the entire module. And then those answers should be same. For example, if 10 students form a particular group who are dealing with module 1, all the 10 students should write the same answer for those questions. They have to have discussion, divide the questions, and they have to write the same answers. And then module 2, one group is there, module 3, module 4, module 5, module 6, one group is there. So like this, all the modules you'll be having a question bank, okay? And then afterwards, assignment 2 is previous year question paper of HR analytics. So last year, this subject was introduced for your seniors. So you have only one question paper available to solve. So you will be solving the previous year question paper for assignment 2. Then you have the third one, that is seminar. So here groups will be there. So we'll deal with the seminar at the end of this particular subject. So module 1, module 2, module 3. So that will be a second revision for you. Okay. So this is how we'll go about with the subjects. And there are various practical components being given in the subject, that is solving case study on workplace ethics discussion, right? And how to evaluate the performance of MBA students. That is what is being given in this particular practical component. That will be dealing in mid of how you are going to do it. That will be dealing in the after second module of this particular subject. Then visit organizations and find out problems and causes for unethical behavior at workplace. Practically, this is not possible at present, but basically, if it is possible through online mode, we'll just look into that. Then identify the important HR metrics used in manufacturing companies. So this is one practical component which I'll be picking the students and giving it to them. Then asking the students to collect manpower data of your institute and prepare HR dashboard. Probably it may not be possible. So we'll just avoid this. Then collect the payroll details of IT companies and use module 6 content. That we'll see how we can go through that. So this is all about the HR analytics subject. Am I too fast, students? Kindly reply in the chat box. Am I too fast? Okay, great. That's nice. Okay, so let us move with the content of this particular module. Okay, so we have seen the role of analytics, defining HR analytics, then HR analytics, third way of HR value creation. So I have already read the contents of the module. Let us start with the introductory session of HR analytics. So here, my dear students, being real in an artificial world, that is the strategy for future of your HR analytics. So please understand, being real in an artificial world. Okay, that's the strategy of future for HR analytics. So in today's world where growth is plateauing and war for talent is becoming fiercer by the day, it is critical to measure and implement the solutions that will work for your company. So very, very important, right? So here it becomes very critical to understand what measures the company can take and what new things which can be done to implement the solution as fast as possible with lot of effectiveness. So here is when HR analytics works well. So this is where the HR analytics works well to achieve the increasing expectations of the organizations continually while bringing in greater level of performance delivered with tight budget, greater responsibility and more transparency. So these are the three mantras of HR analytics. One is you bring the best performance and deliver great results with tight budget, greater responsiveness and more transparency. Okay, so there is a need for advanced people analytics to capture the full potential of workforce. So what exactly is this analytics? So here HR analytics brings hands-on collaborative yet analytical approach to provide holistic solution in a way that creates impact on organizational performance and results today and also into the future. So in a nutshell, HR analytics is nothing but unleashing the potentials of individuals, team and the organization. So what exactly is analysis? Analysis is nothing but, my dear students, it is systematic computational analysis of data and statistics. So here if I just put you in a short brief, HR analytics is nothing but collecting the data, organizing the data, analyzing the data and giving the better decision making based on that particular data. So it is nothing but data driven approach. So we do call HR analytics as people analytics also. So it is nothing but data driven approach to managing people at the work. So nowadays, in previous days, what we used to do, HR department used to physically record the things. Okay, there was a few systems, few statistical tools which were being used. Okay, but accuration was not there. So here, if you could see HR analytics when it came into consideration, it is using the statistical tools. It has many tools for organizing the data, getting the data as well as analyzing the data. Through all the computations, we get the exact results through which you can deliver greater performance by utilizing the full potential of the employees in your organization. So here HR analytics is also known as workforce analytics, people analytics as well as talent analytics. So it entirely revolves around analyzing people related problems using the data to answer critical questions about the organizations, which enables better and data driven decisions. So decisions are just not taken, all the decisions are data relevant. So here in whole, HR analytics enables HR professionals to make data-driven decisions to attract people, retain employees, as well as train the employees, which ultimately improves the return on investment of the organization. So it helps leaders make a decision to create better work environment and also maximize the employee productivity. So HR analytics is a process of collecting and analyzing human resource data in order to improve organizational workforce performance. Okay, Daya, you have messaged that voice is breaking. Is the same problem with all the students? Okay, great. Okay, I think Daya has some network issues. Okay, anyhow, this particular lecture is being recorded, my dear students. You can also go in YouTube channel, which the link I'll be sharing it later in the WhatsApp group. You can also go through that. Okay, so here, my dear students, the goal of human resource analytics, HR analytics, is ultimately to provide organization with insights for effectively managing employees so that business goals can be reached quickly and efficiently. So there are many companies which are using this big data to transform HR. Okay, can anyone tell me what exactly is big data? You can unmute and you can tell. Do you know about big data? Have you heard this word big data? Yes, students, have you heard the word big data? Have you come across this particular word, big data?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what exactly is big data? What's your idea about big data?
All the records of anything, ma'am. A huge data.
A huge data, right? So there are lot many. So when you want to collect data, on what basis do you collect the data?
Information I got from.
Mm-hmm. So you have a problem. Based on that, you will be collecting the data. Am I right?
Yes.
So here in analytics, if I speak about big data here, you will be collecting the data of entire organization. Okay, organization, the working of the organization, employees of the organization, right? So here when I speak about HR analytics, it collects the data related to the HR aspects, right? As it may be data related to salary of the employees, performance of the employees, training of the employees, attendance of the employees, etc. Okay, so here if you could see here, many companies are using this HR analytics for bringing in solution for their companies. So here Google, it evaluates hiring processes. Okay, through this particular HR analytics, they use a lot of analytical software tools to analyze, they evaluate the hiring process. How effective is their hiring process? Okay, this is being done by Google. Then Xerox uses HR analytics softwares to increase employee retention. Okay, as well as IBM goes in for a lot of HR analytical statistical tools for defining successful sales people. Okay, so here huge vendors like Oracle, IBM, SAP compete with many smaller vendors to deliver the best HR analytical softwares as a service in the market. I hope HR analytics definition or introduction is clear to you all. You can reply in the chat box. Any confusion, any doubt still here? Or else you can unmute, you can ask your questions also.
It's clear, ma'am.
It's clear. Okay, that's great. Okay, let me move in detail. What exactly is analytics? So here analytics is a scientific process of discovering and communicating the meaningful patterns which can be found in the data. For example, you have data with you. Okay. Now what you are going to do with that data? You are going to derive or come out with a meaningful information out of that particular data. So here analytics is nothing but it is a scientific process. You use a lot of statistical tools which turns raw data into some insights, okay, into some pattern, into some information from that particular data, which helps you in making better decisions. Okay, so analytics totally relies on application of statistical tools, application of computer programming and operation research in order to quantify and gain insights into the meanings of data. Can anyone give me an example? Any data? Can you tell me any data? Yeah, students, if you have understood what exactly is this analytics, I hope you people have gone through a lot of research activities. Am I right? In your second semester, I did find some students sending me a Google form related, bringing in certain questions related to a particular topic. Any one of you have done that? Yes, students. Any one of you have done that? Okay. Let me ask you if I ask you to collect the data of the students who have secured 80% and above in their 10th examination, right? What you will be doing? I just ask you to just go and collect the data, the name, the mobile number of the students who have scored 80% and above in their SSLC examination across Karnataka, in Karnataka. What will you do? Am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay,
Yes,
tell me how you will collect the data.
Ma'am, we can go to the schools and we can collect
Yes.
with them and we can collect the data from them.
Okay, you
Or
just go to the schools and yeah.
or else we can search their website also if the information is available on particular websites of the school so that we can
Very
collect
good.
the data.
Okay, so you will be going to the schools, you'll be collecting the data, you'll be searching the websites of the schools, you'll be collecting the data, or you will be going to the BOE members and collect the data. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So here, my dear students, if you could understand here, through that you collect the data of the students who have scored 80% and above. Now, what you are going to do with that particular data? Right? Now what you're going to do with that particular data, that is a big question mark. So here, before collecting a data, you should have a problem. Okay, you should define the particular problem, right? Once you define the problem, you collect the data accordingly, and then you can derive meaningful information from that particular data. So if I say just go and collect the students information who have scored more than 80% in their SSLC examination, that doesn't carry any meaning. Okay. Now another example if I give, I just want to know how many people in Belgium, okay, go in for cash payments whenever they go for shopping, or go in for digital payments whenever they go for shopping. I just want to analyze. Okay. So if I have this particular problem statement and then I tell you, please go and collect, okay, the information about how many people go for cash payment, how many people go for digital payment in Reliance, okay, which is located near RPD. Okay, that gives you a right meaning. So here I want to understand. Now I just ask you, you just understand, you just go to Reliance, you identify, you just identify the right source of getting the data, and then you get the data, and after that I just want to know. Okay, with that I get the data of how many people use cash, how many people use digital payments, and then I can come out with the meaningful information, why they use cash, why they use digital payments, etc, etc, etc. So here what I am doing is I am turning the raw data into some insights. Okay, I'll just go to those people and ask why. I'll just prepare a questionnaire and then I will go to them and ask to respond to that particular questionnaire as to why you people use cash payments instead of, you have digital payments, why you are not going for that. And then people who are using digital, I'll just go and ask why you are not going for cash payments. I'll just get the insights of everything, and then finally I'll come to a decision. Okay, that this is what, this is where people are using cash, and this is why people are using cash, and this is why people are using digital, and then I can turn it into certain decisions. So here analytics is nothing but collecting the raw data, having a particular problem statement, collecting a raw data, and then making the decisions accordingly. Okay, now coming down to the other part of it, HR analytics. What is HR analytics? It is nothing but it enables HR professionals to make data driven decisions. So simply you cannot go and promote any employee in the organization, simply you cannot go and give the increments or to any employee in the organization. Simply you cannot go and demote any employee in the organization. You need to have perfect data which explains why you are giving the increment, why you are giving the appraisal, why you are giving the hike in the payment, etc. Okay, so here it brings in data driven decisions which attracts, manage and retain employees in the organization, which improves the ROI. So here if you could see the three mantras, as I said, the responsiveness, okay, the transparency, right, as well as the budget. So you need not go and waste your time spending with each employee, preparing a particular sheet, going in and recording that particular sheet and then analyzing it, nothing. So everything is in software, right? So here your expenses are cut down, right? So everything is in software, you are just getting the information and putting it into the softwares. Okay, so it helps leaders to make decisions to create better work environment and also maximize employee productivity. When you go in for data driven decisions, there is very less space for faulty decisions, right? So you give the right decision when you go for data driven decisions. So this improves the morale of the employee. So right person will be getting the right hike, okay, then right person will be placed in the right place, right? So that's what we say, it improves the employee productivity. So it has a major impact on bottom line when used effectively. So there are a lot of advantages as well as disadvantages when it comes to HR analytics. So here in whole, if I say HR analytics is nothing but it is science of gathering, organizing and analyzing, okay, the data related to lot of HR functions, okay. So it relates to lot of HR functions. So here it analyzes and creates the data. It also provides meaningful information which may otherwise be hidden from us within large quantities of data. So you will get the meaningful information with large quantities of data. So the next part of HR analytics will be dealing in the next class. I hope till here it is understood. Any doubts here? Any doubts? Okay, great. Any questions, my dear students, you would like to ask regarding this understanding of HR analytics? Any questions you want to ask? Okay. So here, my dear students, I have already informed regarding the assignment as well as the seminar. So when we write the assignment, the first group will be dealing with only first module questions. Second group will be dealing with only second module questions. So one person from that particular group can write it very neatly so that it can be shared afterwards to all the students. So every module will be having a question bank which is being prepared with the answers, as well as you will be also having a review of the all the modules. Group wise presentations will be there, module wise presentations will be done by the groups. Okay, I hope it's clear.
Ma'am, groups will be done by you or we should do the groups?
I have already done the groups and I have already shared it in the WhatsApp, your official WhatsApp group, 2019 group. I have already shared the Excel file. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
please
Okay, ma'am.
download the Excel file, identify where exactly what you are supposed to do, and then you can go forward with doing it. See, once I complete module 1, the students who are supposed to prepare assignment for module 1, I'll be sending the questions only to those students, and those students will write the answers for those questions after completion of module 1. Then after completion of module 2, the second group will be writing the questions for those, writing the answers for those questions, right? Presentations at the end. Is it clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Since this is very new subject, okay, so that's the reason I just want to share a question bank to you all. Okay, need not worry about too much, in depth about this particular subject. Very easy subject. Okay, so you can, last batch, that is 2000, your seniors batch, 100% result for HR analytics. Okay, so I request you all to attend each and every class for this particular subject so that you have the connectivity. See, all the modules here are connected with each other. So if you miss one class, it will be a problem for you all to understand, right? So I request you all to attend continuously the classes. As soon as possible, I'll try to finish the syllabus and go in for revision classes, right? As we did for last HRM subject, fine? So thank you all for your patient hearing. Any questions, dear students, you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask the questions.
No, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay, right. Thank you all for your patient hearing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah,
Ma'am.
yeah.